So it's... Oh! Oh! Oh, I am not ready for this.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
The hell? Okay, so that was something else. That was crazy. Was not expecting all that. When you were kind of waiting for something to happen, and then for that to happen. Dead bodies? No dead bodies. Disappeared. Okay, still no access. Anything else in here? No. Okay, so nothing's really changed. Building wise. Still hear something though. Is that how everything's changed? So when did that happen? Jessie. Oh man, so that's not creepy at all, so you've instantly got pictures of her sitting in the director's chair, in the director's room, almost as if she's been here quite a while. Executive affairs.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Okay.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
So he's kind of like a bit of a helping hand. I wonder if Axie is still there. So we've actually changed. Right, over here. So the building's changed again, surely. So there's no... I haven't gone down the lift. I can't see a lift. So the rooms keep changing. The outlay of this building keeps changing, and it's kind of annoying in a way. Oh, there's more of it. things on fire. Just wondering about the very moment where this guy drops on my head. Agenda. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold eradication. Upcoming salary. New supplier of coffee filters, of course. Oh! Hang on. There's stuff going on now. Okay, so you can... So there'll be modifications to your weapon. Might well be another weapon, I think, from the looks of it. Personal mods. Okay, what else have we got? Objects of power.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Okay, so if you pick up the gun and you're not good enough, do you just, you know, just get bumped off or something? I don't know. Service weapon. No unique procedures required. Object's form is variable. Again, more blanked out areas. Yeah, if rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the something, though their criteria is unknown. Okay, OOP, objects of power. Okay. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. It looks like they're comparing this gun to Thor's hammer, Excalibur. Serious stuff. Hiss guard. Ah, right, okay, so this is like... It's like an enemy report, isn't it? Many internal security personnel, the Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. The Hiss. Hiss guards used a standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption. Okay, while the armoured guards carry pump-actioned shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Interesting. So it looks like they're kind of like enemy reports, really. By order of director Jessie. Much is expected from the director. The responsibility and the privilege. Zakaria Trench. Oh. Materials. Conceptual material. Undefined reading. Weapon mod. I saw that. Energy gain from headshots 11%. Okay. Undefined reading. This 3 of them I've collected. Okay. Checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this. The martial function, clothes dryer before that. Okay. Okay, so bombs. House memory. Okay, more odd stuff. Don't know anything about. Lock myself in. Good move. It's like a classroom. A classroom like office. Okay, how much is going on here? I'll tell you what though. Check out the social distancing. They've got that down. Fair play to them. Dinner reservations. Let themselves down now. Dinner reservations at 7 PM at Chez Ambre. Wife will meet you there, don't be late. Remember she's turning 46. I like that. It's that kind of like non-important information which kind of lightens the mood a little bit. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Nice. Bit mean.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, Follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, so they're really, really high priority, these AWEs. AWs and OOPs. Very high priority. Toilet. Oh. Gotta check the toilets. Gotta make sure, man. Gotta make sure. Or did I do that? I must have done that. I blow a hole. Been in it. Been in it. Okay, so back at the start, so where should I go? Is it them talking? Oh god. Central Executive.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
It is quite annoying. I'm not sure about humming it over and over because I don't understand a word they're saying. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Something immediately. Ugh. Oh yeah, okay. They are speaking in English though. I cannot make out what they're saying. There's too much going on in one time. Paranatural topics. Is it trying to threaten us? Your body is something. Drown the noise away. this way? Oh, yeah, you can. Ooh. That was a little bit better. Okay, so that works. Much better round.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Oh, personal mods. Well, I picked stuff up, but I couldn't quite figure out what's going on. Energy boost. 6%. Why not? Exclusive to Shatter. Okay, so there's nothing I can do there. Hidden trend. Again. Very odd.
Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello?
Can you hear me? Are you with us?
Oh,
With the Bureau? Are you still sane? Please, talk to me. We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
wow, creepy there.
Is it safe to come out?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jessie Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
So everyone
Director.
knows.
Faden.
Call me Jessie.
Okay, Jessie. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even. Look, Jessie, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Oh, was that a no?
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jessie, over here. We need to make a plan, Jessie.
So you can't help them. Try and help them, they die. And she said they're possessed. They are way more than possessed. It's a little bit more than possession, surely. His agent. Look at that in a second. Control points. Locations that the Bureau has identified as vital junctions of the oldest house. The appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the arrangement. The surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. Okie dokie. Discovered by something detection of an unobstructed ping using the something within a 37-foot radius. His agent. Vocalizing the strange incantation and infinitum, so they were the ones that were speaking. In fact, his agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or going a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Bit like that. But, oh, and that. Did this one leave a mark on the floor? No. Shall I carry on? Or shall I have a little snoop around? Let's have a snoopy snoop. Okay, so my appearance level. Interesting room. House memory. Okay. There's going to be some use of that at some point in the future, surely. But they look like... They look like the treasure chest loot items. Oh! Hello, director's room. Yeah. It's like a bit of a conference room. Examination of paranatural topics. Technological limitations. Old has imposed certain limitations on our Bureau. By far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. Oh, does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. So that's why you can't really... I'm assuming this is that signal is something that goes out. So if nothing can go out and nothing can go in with this signal, the only assumption is that no one really knows inside the building unless you're actually invited in. It's crazy how that Emily Pope? Yeah, Emily Pope. It's mad how that Emily Pope knows that she's the director, even though she's just became director. So I wonder if time is a factor here as well. Shifted bathroom complaint. I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. Hey? I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. That's amazing. The executive level restroom has been missing for weeks. My phone's been missing. Nope. The toilet has been missing for weeks. Ammo refund. What's that? Ammo refund chance on hit. Okay. ammo refund would probably make it easier for attempting to take people out. Is that the radio still? Oh, it's gone now. There's the loot box. And we're here.
I can't cleanse them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jessie.
How did she know?
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know. Trench? The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it. It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss. Where is the hotline? It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you. Okay, that's my next stop. That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jessie. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Okay. So one thing I want to point out before I finish the session here, just a quick observation on the graphics on these characters. And obviously these two seem like pretty key characters. Obviously Jessie, detail on Jessie is great. It's only recently I've actually seen her talk, but her and Emily, the voice is clear, the way that they're speaking, the tone is very clear, and the actual character mannerisms is very realistic as well. Now, I've seen quite a few of these, and I'll make a reference to Final Fantasy Remake, where outside of the main characters, no one else has a very good mannerisms when it comes to their character. They talk fine, but it looks like their mouth just goes up and down like it's 10 years ago, a bit old-fashioned. So that's good. That's promising. That you can see that it makes things a little bit clearer. It gives them a little bit more of a makes you like them a bit more. Gives you a bit of a better opinion on them, rather than just this up and down mouth action and nothing else happening. I can even see her blinking now, Emily. So I think that's good. Emily, I'm not sure on. She clearly must be a good person. Nothing sinister about her at the moment, I don't think. That detonator strap-like thing that she's wearing seems to be saving her from the hiss. So, yeah, well, we'll leave it there. We'll try and get another episode or another session going on fairly soon. I might even split this into two, because this was quite a long session, a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, a lot longer than I was going to do. So we'll leave it there, and we'll go to the communications department on the next session. Probably have to speak to her again to find out the directions, but this map for me seems like it should really change all the time. That director's office completely threw me out. Absolutely threw me out. But at least I know that the building actually shifts, the building moves all the time. So I wonder whether you can visibly see that, or whether it just changes without you noticing. That'll be interesting to note, interesting to find. So we'll leave it there. I will get another one of these out soon. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching, and see you around soon.